According to the ancient sagas, the Argonauts sailed from here in search of the Golden Fleece. These days, the residents of the city of Volos rarely have enough money to go to a restaurant. And due to uncertainty about the political situation in Greece, many in the country are emptying their bank accounts. Dimitrios Georgakis, who owns a kiosk next to a bank, has heard people talk a lot about that. They say they think it's increasingly likely Greece will reintroduce the drachma. But the end of the euro would wipe out people's savings.
I talked to a lot of the bank employees, and they confirm that over the past few days, because of the political situation, a few customers have cleared out their accounts. 20,000, 50,000 euros, cash that people actually just took home with them. And even larger sums have been transferred to accounts in Cyprus or Israel. It wasn't a lot of people, just around 10% of them.
But fear of what is to come is especially noticeable on the industrial estates on the outskirts of town. Volos is one of the few cities in Greece with any industry at all. Every few weeks, another long-standing company shuts its doors. The steel company ArcelorMittal has also closed its subsidiaries here. Several hundred workers lost their jobs this past spring. And of what were once 7 beverage makers in the city, only one remains. The EPSA company has seen sales drop by 20% since the crisis began. But management has not taken steps to prepare for the return of the drachma, even though its reintroduction could result in chaos and panic.
Of course we're scared, but we're worried about the future no matter what. Maybe the drachma wouldn't be so bad for us after all. There might finally be the chance for an upswing. And we can adapt to the new conditions.
The large city in central Greece was still booming under the drachma until 2002. Still, most want to continue living with the euro, a stable major currency, including Panos Theophanidis, who owns a car rental company. He thinks most Greeks underestimate the dangers posed by reintroducing the drachma.
It's like this. It would mean wages would be worth only half as much, and imports would get twice as expensive at the same time. So no one would be able to buy anything, the economic cycle would collapse, and that would be the death of Greece.
On the outskirts, they're already doing without the euro. This is where the members of a new citizens' initiative meet on Saturdays. Angeliki Ioanniti is picking up a new faucet here. But she's doing it without money. The seller gets a credit note, which Ioanniti has already registered electronically. That's how it works. The seller of the faucet can then use his credit note to get items or services he needs from other members of the group, such as painting or car repairs. Or something from Angeliki Ioanniti's tailor's shop.
We believe that we can exist in parallel to the euro. We can cover a lot of our everyday needs through our initiative and also help reduce our spending. That's our most important goal. We're going through a difficult time, but this is a chance to defy that. I'm sure we'll also find other ways.
Kiosk owner Dimitrios Georgakis still believes in cash, and he's keeping his savings in the bank. Like most Greeks, he wants to keep the euro.
I think 80% of Greeks want to keep the euro because they know the consequences of dropping out of the eurozone. But a lot of people with nothing left to lose see a better alternative in the drachma.
So in the city of the Argonauts, like elsewhere in the country, it's a mixture of desperation and hope. In the end, the Argonauts returned safely home with the Golden Fleece, but they had to endure quite a few trials along the way.